What's up everyone, Godox here and welcome to another Q&A video, the series of videos where each and every week your answers are being turned into questions. Let's go to your questions. KP Metal Ash asks, the moment you realize that the riff you play is awesome, how do you judge your composing level? What's your "that's good enough to go" sign? And what is the most intriguing riff of yours? So, usually when I have inspiration and I come up with a riff or more, that's, if I like it, it's good enough already. But when I really like a riff, it usually helps me to, come up with the next section and the next section and the next section of the song. So usually if I come up with a great riff, it will probably end up being a new song. So if that happens, that's a sign for me that it's good enough. As for the most intriguing riff, it hasn't been released yet, but I think that the second Sunburst album has some, not just one, some of the most intriguing riffs that I have ever written. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Adonis Papadopoulos asks, for someone who learns on his own, is learning and practicing licks effective? Well, the quick answer to that is yes and no, but of course I'm going to explain more. Well, first of all, let me start by saying that if you are at zero or close to zero, I think that you should totally find someone who can teach you all the basic stuff before you move on and learn on your own. If not, and if you have you already know how to play, you have all the basic techniques down, learning other people's songs, licks and everything can be really helpful and beneficial. But I wouldn't stop there. I think that you haven't taken the 100% of what you're playing. What I would suggest here is after you finish learning the lick and you have it up to speed and everything, one good advice would be to come up with a lick of yours which is close to that lick. Take that lick and get inspired by it and come up with something of yours so that you can also incorporate it into your playing. Because if you just play some other people's lick, it's still their lick. So you want to take what's great in there, because if you want to play it, you like it, so you want to play it. So I think that it's a good idea to take that and form it into something of your own, and add it your own identity, and make it personal and incorporate it into your playing. So hope that helps. Jet Chevy asks, do you feel tension in your arm with fast picking, from elbow or from your wrist? Thanks. Well, no tension at all in my picking hand or in my fretting hand. When I play, I don't feel any tension, and you should try not to feel any tension. If you feel tension, you don't do something right. You shouldn't feel any tension. Now, I try to play everything from my wrist. When I was younger, I was trying different things, even some elbow, I guess, but I was never a big fan of that. So I always tried my movement to be coming from the wrist. So yeah, hope that covers your question. Greg Chok has a question in Greek about the fretting hand and the fretting hand position on the guitar. I have my guitar here. I'm gonna take it and show you guys. Fretting hand. Some people do that. They also come here so that you can come like this so that you can see it. Some people go like this. I don't like that. I don't think that's correct. I go like this. Screw you, autofocus. All right, here we are. So I go a little bit more like this, and there is of course some wrist movement when we go up and down, but nothing too much, let's say. So in my opinion, you shouldn't go like this. So I don't know, maybe vertically, I would say like that. I would go a little bit more this way. so that I can see it off the guitar as well. So this is my fretting hand and how I move on the guitar. It feels natural, and you should feel, you should do things the way that it feels natural. Another picking question by Yorgos Pep, who asks, how you decide to change your picking style? It depends on the speed of the lick? No, usually it doesn't depend on that, but on how I want this particular lick or whatever I'm trying to play, how I want it to sound, and how clean, and how can I actually make it sound cleaner with my pick, because I'm obsessed with playing clean, not with the speed. I don't know how surprising that is, but I'm not exactly obsessed with speed, but I'm obsessed with how clean is everything that I play. So both my fretting and my picking techniques and forms are based on that. How will I make everything to sound as clean as possible? Marvet64 asks, have you tried the new Quad Cortex guitar multi-effect pedal? Not yet, but I'm really looking forward to get my hands on it. It really looks and sounds very, very interesting. So yeah, I will definitely check it out at some point. Aerocancha asks, is speed as important as technique while playing the guitar? Well, first of all, I think that you're asking the question a little bit wrong, but it's alright. So let's get things down. So first of all, speed is a byproduct of great technique and great accuracy in your playing, which comes from, practicing very, very slow between other things. Now, let me say something else. The fastest tempo that you can play something is the tempo that you can play that something 100% clean. The moment that you're losing your clarity, you don't play that lick, for example. So stop focusing on what number the metronome says, because that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is the notes that you want to play and how clean they are, right? And the cleaner you get, you will notice that you will get faster as well. So don't focus on the number, focus on the quality and the clarity of your notes. Okay, so many questions about John Petrucci for this Q&A, which is a great thing. Being a fan of John Petrucci, have you ever had the chance to meet him? Another one asks, favorite John Petrucci solo that you always keep enjoying, and so many more. So yeah, in case some of you don't know, Mr. John Petrucci is my favorite guitar player in the world. He is the reason that I started playing guitar. And yes, I have met with John at NAMM 2019. I'm probably going to put a photograph somewhere here while editing this video. So, and yeah, it was a great moment for me. We even had a brief conversation, and it's a great memory. As for my favorite solo by John that I play, there are so many, so I'm going to say a few, and I'm sure that I'm going to steal some out. So Under a Glass Moon for sure is one of them. Kiss of Life, The Best of Times is also one. The Dark Eternal Night is also one. Constant Motion as well. Razor's Edge, that I recently also did a cover for with the keyboard player from my band Black Fate, Themis Koparanidis, if you want to check this out. And man, so many. I love all John's work with Dream Theater, with Liquid Tension Experiment, with his solo records. So yeah, I definitely leave things out, but those are the first one that come into my head. So yeah. The Orphan asks, what pick you use? I'm using those picks here. It's from Intune. I'm going to bring it very close so that you cannot see anything. Damn you, autofocus. So this is a Cortex Jazz 3.1.13. So yeah, that's the pick that I use. It's my favorite. So yeah, that's it. Alright guys, that was it for today. Thank you for watching yet another Q&A video. Thank you for participating, and if you're watching this video and you want to participate in the next one, make sure you drop me your question in the comment section below or follow me on Instagram, and I always ask you guys for questions for the Q&A videos. Alright, I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and stay safe.